Welcome back, everyone, to Bridging the Gap. I'm Zach.
And I'm Tyler.
Welcome back to episode number 10. So, Tyler, as we always like to say now, the dumpster fire continues to grow in the state of that is New Jersey. I think today is probably a very interesting episode because we have a lot of different things going on. Legislatively, we're dealing right now with one of the repercussions of the budget session in June. And now we're starting to see some of the fun effects of what those bills are.
Yeah, I forget, it's like Senate bill, the Senate bill about banning plastic utensils unless you ask for it. That's just crazy to me.
we just went to the fair. Every single vendor had plastic utensils. You're not giving out metal utensils to just random people at the fair. I mean, it's you think about all the different things. This reminds me of 3 years ago when we had the plastic bag ban. Now, I get it. Plastic bags are okay. Sure, but utensils. Everyone uses utensils.
I mean, like the plastic bag thing, it was super annoying at first, but eventually you get used to it.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice when you go over to Pennsylvania or you go down to Florida. It's like, I was just in PA this weekend and I was amazed at a Sheetz that they had plastic bags. I almost forgot what it was like.
Dude, I was at the Wayne County Fair in Pennsylvania this weekend as well on Sunday, and I went and got food from a vendor. I got a plastic bag, I got a plastic straw, and I got a plastic fork. Wow. All about to be illegal in New Jersey.
It's crazy. Well, I think it was effective, August 1st?
Yeah, when we were working the fair.
It's just, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. I mean, like, you order, I get it. Like, you order nachos, you don't really need a fork. But you get, like, a pasta dish. Imagine you get a chicken parmesan, and they hand it to you, and you have to sit there and, expect them to, or not even expect them. You have to ask to get utensils for a takeout meal. It's just, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, have you seen all those videos on Instagram and Twitter and all that about it?
Yeah, I saw the ice cream place. Somewhere over closer to the city, where you hand them back the ice cream and the guy's just waiting there, waiting for them to ask you for a spoon. Like what if you're in a rush and you run out of there and then you go in your car, you're about to take one bite of ice cream and you're like, oh well, now you got to go bobbing for apples when you're trying to eat your Sunday custard.
There's an ice cream place down in Cumberland County outside Millville that went viral this past weekend because they put up a banner of Governor Cheryl grabbing ice cream. And I think this is AI, to be honest with you. Grabbing the ice cream with her hand and eating it. Grabbing it and eating it with her hands. And then the sign on it says, a spoon for me, but not for thee, basically. And it's like, just a reminder, we have to ask for your spoons now. It's like, really?
It's just another.
I understand that, like, I've actually met with the people that wrote the bill. I understand their mentality of it for like to go stuff, or if it was like condiments, the bill was called Skip the Stuff bill, basically. But like, I understand the whole condiments issue. That makes sense. How many ketchups, and mustards that go in mayo that go like wasted every year because you throw them out with the bag.
Right.
But like last time I went to Wendy's, they weren't just giving spoons out to everyone.
Yeah.
It's and think about it like this: how often do you do Grubhub or Uber Eats?
We all do it a fair amount. Let's be real.
Yeah.
All busy people. Yeah.
So it's you have to go click a button now to have them to be like, hey, make sure you pick up a fork or a knife and all these different things. I'm just like, what? Okay.
Now, isn't this for eating into? Like, if you're eating in, like some places just hand out plastic utensils, like a lot of smaller restaurants, if they don't have like a big in-house seating area. Like, what happens if you go out to eat and you gotta ask for all the utensils, and it's just
go to an ice cream stand. Just go to an ice cream stand. How else are you supposed to eat it? I mean, if you get a cone, sure, but if you get a cup, you're gonna lick the cup.
Right. I mean, you can, but like, and I feel like my dog when I give my dog like the peanut butter cup for her to eat. Like, that's what I feel like now. It's like gonna take me an hour to eat a cup of ice cream. Like, come on now.
No, exactly.
Aren't they aren't there fines or penalties associated to them as well if if a business hands out, I guess, unsolicited plastic utensils. Yeah, that's nuts. That's insane. Imagine, I got fired because I handed out a fork and knife at work.
Could be a possibility in the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, apparently, I think the penalties were, first one was like a warning, but after that, it was a actual substantial monetary fine. It was like $100 for second. I think it was $250 for the third. Who's enforcing this? Are you guys at a municipal level? Are you guys supposed to be enforcing this?
My town, I don't believe. I don't think our cops are going to stand outside of the local pizzeria and start charging people. But I mean, it's a wild thing that New Jersey's doing. I mean, I get trying to eliminate plastic waste, but come
on. Again, plastic waste really comes from a lot of other things. And most plastic waste comes from industrial waste. You know, it's the excess. Think about it like this: when you buy a case of water, what do you do with that plastic? Throw it out. You do all these, you know, you think about all the bubble wrap, all of the other plastics, the different wrappings for shipping things and all those different things. That's where the plastic waste really is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not in your daily, you know, it's like, again, it goes back to the whole thing of when we banned plastic straws. Oh, what are we doing? Saving the sea turtles? Like, and this, how are you going to enforce it? You're going to have like a narc running around? Like,
I mean, like you have the neighborhood watch. Now you're going to have the neighborhood narc sitting at every one of your local small businesses. Excuse me, did you ask for that fork? No? Like,
straight to jail.
Yeah, yeah. The local police stations are going to be booked with people asking, you know, not asking for utensils. It's going to be a hilarious time period.
I'm just like, what? And this is more important, by the way, than us lowering taxes or making education better or fixing our roads.
Utility bills.
Yes, that was not frozen.
Well, I'm glad we I'm glad we have our priorities straightened out.
Yeah.
We're doing great.
Totally, because this is what we need in New Jersey, not the fact that we have homeless people on the streets or, you know, we can't afford to buy a house. It's let's ban everyone from getting spoons, straws, and bags.
It's the important issues to the people.
Yeah. Or no, actually, let's ban people from getting spoons and straws and make it harder for them to go find a fork.
Yep.
What are they going to do about like ShopRite? You know, you can buy like just plastic forks and spoons and ShopRite, and
guess you got to ask for it. You got to ask for it in the back.
Are they going to walk it away? Go, let's put it under the key.
I'm going to go to the cashier. Excuse me, I would like a pack of forks for my child's birthday party. Is that okay? Oh man, all jokes. You know,
it's like when the libertarians. I mean, yeah, it could lead to that. It's like when the libertarians are like, you know, I don't want to have a license for my toaster. You know? It's like, you're gonna have to show your license now for show your ID so you can buy a pack of forks.
These are the times we're living in.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. And now that it's been in 10 days, people are really starting to see it, and it's just absurd. By the way, like we spent on average to pass the bill, it's $145,000. We spent $145,000 to say, no, we're going to make it harder for you to get a fork when you want to eat food.
Well, that's why we had the budget increase, Zach. You know, we had to spend it on something.
Yeah, we'd pay for something. Actually, you know, it's really funny, not to go off on a tangent too much, but actually I saw Governor Chris Christie last night at an event that I was at, and he was talking about, during his speech, about how when he left office in 2018, the state budget was $34 billion. When he started in office in 2009, the state budget was $29 billion or something like that. It only increased or $24 billion. It was less than a $10 billion increase.
And that's in 8 years.
In 8 years. And then in the same 8-year period under Governor Murphy, we went from roughly $34 billion, it was a little less than that, to $60 billion.
I mean, where's that money going? I mean,
where'd it come from?
That it came out of our pockets, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's It's tough living in New Jersey. It's tough for young people. It's tough for really everyone. But
Dude, I can't afford a house or rent, let alone now I can't even afford to go buy a fork. Like I can't even get a fork with my food.
yeah, it's like everyone carrying around their own straws. We're gonna have to do that with forks, knives, spoons, maybe even napkins next. Bring
So
your own
is that
plate.
I was about to say, or now they're gonna start. You know how Stanleys have the metal straws in them. Are we going to like start coming up with a combo now? For is Stanley gonna come out with a Stanley plate with a fork and a knife now, so people can like walk around with it?
You know, that may be on deck. I mean, just wait for the 2027 bill list to come out, and then that might be first on the first on the docket.
First on the docket, yeah, really. Oh my gosh, it just like it blows my mind that this is like I understand the environmental issue. Sure, there are ways to prevent that though. Like we can prevent it from getting into the environment. And I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but then what stops someone from going over the border to Pennsylvania and doing the same exact thing, which you could say with a lot of things in New Jersey?
What's stopping people just from leaving the state and buying a cheaper house in Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Actually, you know what is the 10% withholding tax from when you sell your house in Jersey?
Yeah, I mean, they say there's a way around it, but you didn't hear it from me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, just a prank.
if you can afford that.
Yeah, that's the issue, and
Yeah,
it's tough enough to live as it is here. So,
yeah. Well, continuing in New Jersey and people moving in and out of the state. Other news is that Governor Mikey Sherrill, this past 2 weeks now, came out and said that New Jersey had 6,600 non-citizens who were registered to vote between June 2023 and June 2024, while they were applying for their driver's license and other IDs. Apparently, it was a software issue, error at the DMV. I mean, we were the first group of people to be automatically registered to vote with the DMV because it was 2018.
Mhm.
So that was when we, getting our full license. And so, I mean, it was cool. Made life easier. I didn't have to go fill out a different party registration and stuff like that. But like,
do you know when in 2018 that happened? Because when I registered, I mean,
I
I got 6 months on you.
I know
When I registered, I actually had to do it like through the county
separately.
website. Yeah, I don't know. I got
I
my
got my
license
license in April. Oh no,
April.
it was a year after 2019. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
Then they had to have been doing it then in December of 2018.
yeah. Because I got mine in July of 2018. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it happened after, but I mean, either way, I mean, like that definitely is convenient, but like you also have to be mindful of
Tyler, we
who.
give illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants, whatever you want to call them, we give them licenses.
Right.
We allow them to drive in New Jersey, like legally speaking. So, like, if we give them licenses, we should know who they are and
You
where
would
they are.
you would think. I mean, you got to bring your 6 points. So I mean, you have every form of identification known to man when you go in
Except
there.
for Social Security, because they're illegal immigrants.
Well, that's true.
I don't know how they get through that, but again, not illegal. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I was born in New Jersey, so I honestly could not tell you how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's crazy. And there was what 6,600 from what it was June 23 to June
For
24.
1 year. But we've had that's only a 1 year. But also we've had illegal immigrants who are allowed to have licenses since 2018.
So there's potential of 8 years of illegal immigrants being being automatically registered to vote.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my question is, obviously they're doing the audit for 1 year. Why not just do a complete and total audit? I mean, I know I'm asking all the, you ask those questions, but in New Jersey, I know logic sometimes is out the door. So,
No, you disappear with those questions.
yeah. Well,
You end up in the Meadowlands, just to
uh-oh.
No, I mean the company, it's Idemia, I believe, the company, or Idema. I might pronounce that totally wrong. It's a company that basically does a registration system with them. They said that there was claiming on that they said originally that there was working on a error, the sources, but they basically said that Governor Sherrill's lying, and that it's the DMV, not them.
I mean, it doesn't surprise. It's unfortunate because, I mean, I don't know if anything's ever going to be done about it. it may just become a talking point from moving forward. But I mean, it would be nice to have audits in all sorts of realms in our state
Well,
government. But
yeah, I mean,
I'm
so
asking for a lot.
Pennsylvania last week did their audit. They do statewide, I believe. They took 30,000 people off the voter rolls.
Wow.
30,000. And in New Jersey, it's a county by county basis. It's my understanding. So, like where we live in Sussex, they do update the voter rolls.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna tell me that like Hudson County, where Jersey City is, and Bayonne, and Hoboken, and Union
Mercer.
City, or Mercer, where Trenton is, or Essex County, where Newark is, that they're just updating their voter rolls all the time, and they're taking people off. I mean, they probably take dead people off, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, pending their registry, but it's
no, they switched to registry.
Right.
Just ask Governor Brendan Byrne; he'll tell you. I want to be buried in Hudson County when I'm dead, so I can keep voting.
There you go.
Yeah. Apparently, there was close to 400 people that actually did vote that were illegal immigrants.
Yeah, I mean, like you got to think of it this way, especially like I'm sure the 400 were spaced out.
I hope so.
Throughout New Jersey, because if that happened in a small municipality or a smaller town, 400 votes can drastically swing an election.
Yeah,
I mean, we've had elections here in Sussex County where it's decided by less than 10 votes.
2.
I mean, you add 15 2. Yeah, you're right. And you add 15 to 20 people who technically aren't legally supposed to be voting, that could completely swing the electorate.
It also disenfranchises everyone. I know they say, oh, it's only 400 people, but think about it like this. That's like 400 votes that could have potentially countered 400 people who are legally here and are citizens of the United States and are active voters,
Right. Yeah. I mean, like if I move to France and I'm not, I don't have a citizenship in France, I wouldn't be allowed to vote there. I mean, that goes for almost every single country around the world besides the United States.
Apparently. So apparently the Sherrill administration said that they're taking 4,500 right off the list of that 6,600. And then the rest of the 2,100 are being sent to county elected officials for individual review, since the state initial really looked to the number of people that may actually be citizens.
Well, I do wonder what the true number is.
Yeah.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that it was 6,600.
So we allocate $7 billion in funding for legal defense for undocumented citizens. And so in that, I think the number that the state Republicans came up with was that's just close to 900,000 or 600,000. I forget which the number was. I think it totaled 900,000 undocumented immigrants in New Jersey. I think it was 900,000.
I know we talked about this on a past episode.
Yeah.
But that's a congressional district.
A congressional district and a half.
Yeah. I mean, that's
3 legislative districts.
That's like taking CD5 and CD7. Maybe we'll see. Well, they're both larger districts, but that's like taking, 2 districts, combining them.
That's 9 times the population of Sussex County.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Put that math in there for you. I mean, obviously President Trump has come out saying, oh, we need to, push the Save America Act, and, requires documentation of proof of citizenships to, register to vote. I think, look, I don't I think you use proof of residency at the end of the day, to show that, come on, it would make sense. If I need to show you my ID, I need to show you my ID to get a library card.
You show your ID to do a lot of things in this country, in this state.
Yeah. I'm going to be able to buy alcohol, be able to drive, be able to deal with why can't we do it to vote? And it is apparently 83% of Americans feel that we need to have ID when voting, and I honestly agree with them on that.
Right.
I think that I suppose you could think amongst our generation a little bit that we are a little disenfranchised with the fact of depending on different issues for a reason of voting, because whether we think that old people are going to take it over or our vote doesn't really count a whole lot. I mean, if let's say there's like a couple thousand people that voted that are undocumented citizens, that does count in your vote. It does. It is full voter disenfranchisement. I get it.
Absolutely.
So apparently, the Trump administration has claimed that 35,000 people are registered to vote in New Jersey that are non-citizens.
Well, it'll be interesting to see another clash between state of New Jersey and the federal government.
Well, it's more waste of taxpayer dollars, aka more lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see with that. Yeah, like you said, it affects a lot of us on the local level. It changes a lot of different areas there, and so that really does it negatively affects a lot of like what we do in New Jersey. So
Right.
we'll keep everyone informed on that one going forward, because that's going to be an ongoing topic all throughout into election cycle.
Mm-hmm. And maybe on the next episode too.
It could be, and that would be a really good next episode. I think I have a good guest speaker if that was the case.
Okay, I'm excited to hear it.
And now, Tyler, onto my new favorite thing I want to talk. That I think our new favorite thing, hopefully, that we're going to be talking about.
Oh, is this some of the blue laws in Trenton?
We'll call them that. Blue laws. Yeah. The Trenton Pickle Ordinance. So to give you context to this, I did not know this was a thing. I go to Trenton all the time for work. And one of my interns brought this up to me last week, that apparently in Trenton on Sundays, you cannot sell pickles outside, and you cannot eat a pickle outside.
So, like, what happens if you do?
They do enforce it, apparently.
Okay, they do enforce it, or they don't?
do not enforce it.
Okay,
no.
well, that's good at least.
Yeah, so we can't just be handing out pickles. So I guess in theory you can't have a pickle festival on Sundays in Trenton.
I mean, like, I know like a lot of these laws outdate us.
Oh, Tyler, you know what year
it
was? You know what year it was?
Was it 2002?
1976.
Oh wow, okay.
50 years ago.
But like, who comes up with these laws? Like, did the Assembly and Senate majority have beef with the pickle industry?
I have no clue. I mean, the city council in Trenton, I guess, would have done it because it's an
ordinance.
ordinance.
Yeah, it's a Trenton law, not a.
Apparently, it's to clean the. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's to clean up the streets. Apparently, they don't like to have pickles on the weekends or something.
I mean,
actually, it said on the day of Sabbath too. By the way, not just Sundays.
Something must have happened with a lot of pickles on a specific Sunday in Trenton. I don't know what it is, but clearly it was enough to, institute an ordinance against pickles. So that's just, another silly law that that the city of Trenton has.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of other laws that are really stupid at the end of the day. My understanding is that when I did some research on it, it was basically anti-Semitic, basically is what they're claiming it was. I'm not too sure about that, but that would sort of make sense, I guess, in terms of things. But they were citing religious, basically they were citing, like, saying that, like, it moral reasons, Sundays for religious and moral reasons.
Okay. So I guess,
also it was a health code violation. I guess they had a lot of pickle vendors running around the city or something.
There must have been. I mean, I wasn't alive in 1976, and you can agree with me. So maybe there was an issue with pickles. I mean,
hot summer day pickles. Outside probably not no bueno, as we'll say. So
yeah, I mean, it kind of stinks if you get a burger and still no pickles.
So no, 100%. So my interns also came up with a few other crazy laws, and I'm going to read them out loud for you on some of these things. Coming close to home for us in Blairstown, you can't plant street trees that obscure the air.
$200 fine.
Right to jail.
Yep.
In Bernards Township, residents cannot frown. It's apparently illegal to slurp your soup, and it's illegal for a man to knit during fishing season. Fishing season's all year round, though.
I mean, I don't understand what knitting and I just don't get the correlation there. But what do I know? I mean,
I
I'm
don't
just
know. This is the one that I'm going to throw hands with, Mayor Ross. It's illegal to buy ice cream after 6 p.m. without a doctor's note.
in what town was that in?
Newark, the city of Newark.
So ice cream, and this is every day.
Illegal to buy ice cream after 6 p.m. without a doctor's note.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure I bring my doctor's note with me if I'm in Newark after 6 o'clock. I want a sweet treat. That's just like okay.
In Manville, which is a small town just south of Bridgewater, it's illegal to offer alcohol or tobacco to zoo animals. Who's offering?
So, going back to the pickle thing, something must have happened to to cause that ordinance to be put in place. I mean, I don't know if some guy was drunk and he walked in and gave the guy a swig of vodka, gave like a giraffe a swig of vodka and a cig. I don't know. It's
does it count as drunk cigs? I don't know. This is the bigger question here.
Well, drunk cigs don't count.
No, not at all. So I get. Yes, someone went. I don't even know if they have a zoo in Manville.
Maybe they used to. I haven't been down there in ages.
Neither have I. So does that mean you just give a cigarette to a monkey and it's sitting and smoking with you? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a petting zoo or something. You gave like a baby goat a cigar rip, or Nowadays, I guess you can't give like a Zyn or
you can't let him hit the vape.
Yeah, you can't let him rip the lava vape. But
so I think we should go down. I really think we should go to Trenton one day on a Sunday and just walk around with free pickles for people, and we give out shirts that say, we're no more anti-pickle laws. We're pro pickles.
I agree.
Even though I don't like pickles.
Oh, I don't either.
Yeah,
but you know what? Out of merit, I feel like we have to. We got to pick a Sunday. We'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and I just want to listen, for all the other viewers out there. You found out from that there's actually a person who wrote a book on this. It's called the Trenton Pickle Ordinance, is what it's called, and other stupid laws. The author's name is Dick Hyman. Very unfortunate name.
Is that a pseudonym or is that?
No, I think that's his real name.
Okay.
If not, that's some 12-year-old wrote that.
Yeah.
And he traveled the country collecting bizarre local laws and used it basically as the title of his book. So it's called the Trenton Pickle Ordinance. I'm gonna have to get that book.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Check that out. It's like weird ones. It's like in Montana, I saw on Instagram that you have to. In Montana, if you bring a horse to school, the superintendent or principal has to basically water it and make sure that it's fed and happy.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
Imagine the entire school. I mean, Montana, I know there's not many big schools there, a lot of small municipalities there, but imagine like the city of Bozeman, everyone walks in with their horse. That principal, like that school is going to be a free for all.
Yeah. There was a bunch of kids apparently that did that for their senior prank.
That's awesome.
And apparently the principal fulfilled that. Fed and watered their horses all day.
It's a good man. It's a lawful man.
Yes. No, exactly.
He didn't want the 100 fine per horse fee that he would get.
$1,000 fine. Straight to jail, actually. No, there's no fine, just straight to jail.
They got to send you to a cattle ranch for 2 years.
Literally. So I think we're coming up slightly on time though. But Tyler, is there anything else you want to bless our viewers with this week?
No, just thank you for everyone who's been watching us. We're gonna have a nice guest on in the next couple of weeks, so definitely tune in if you have the chance to do so.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for listening to Bridging the Gap with Zach Dorr and Tyler Simpson, and hope you all have a great rest of your week. And we'll be back for next time on episode number 11.